After liberating several locations in Ukraine, Russian armed forces began a ground offensive on May 10 towards Kharkov city, eastern Ukraine, the second most important strategic city after Kiev. Previously, Russian troops had called on the citizens of Kharkiv to immediately evacuate the city. Then in the initial stage began massive aviation and artillery attacks, and gradually turned to the fortified positions of armed forces of Ukraine. As Kadyrov said a few days ago that this month, Russia needs to take Kharkiv and Odessa. If Russia takes over Kharkiv, the new aid package offered by the United States and the European Union, consisting of money, arms and ammunition, will be up for debate. It seems that this will be the most devastating defeat for Ukraine, along with the West collective. From the previous evening until the early hours of today, May 11th, Russian army began a massive artillery attack along the border areas in Kharkiv region from Belgorod region, Russia. BM-21 Grad MLRS crews took part in the main attack. Heavy artillery fire rained down and destroyed the positions of Ukrainian formation, so ground attacks followed. Meanwhile, other footage captured Russian Air Force aviation in action, involving Mi-28N Night Hunter, Mi-8, and Ka-52 Alligator helicopters. During combat operations, helicopter crews work simultaneously, actively and effectively, working enemy positions in support of the front line of Russian ground forces. When Ukrainian armored vehicles or troops first appear, helicopters attack them with two A-42 cannons and Bikachar and Izdeli 305 missile. Judging from the attack map, Russian artillery and aviation missile forces have softened the defense of Ukrainian troops in several areas. Today, in one day alone, Russian troops liberated 5 settlements north of Kharkiv, such as Borisovka, Ogortsovo, Pletnevka, Belnaya, and Strelichia, Russian Ministry of Defense reported. Meanwhile, according to initial reports coming, Zybino village in Volchansk direction is under Russian control. Here, Russian troops cut the main supply line for Ukrainian group, the bridge over the Seversky Donets River near Stary Saltov. With one precise attack, the important dam and bridge were destroyed as in the footage. Advancing at lightning speed, in the morning the Russian troops were now advancing on the town of Liptsy, only 20 kilometers from Kharkiv spearhead. Russia is now gaining momentum, which Ukrainian soldiers along with NATO mercenaries there did not expect. According to available information, in addition to aviation and artillery, Russian army waged fierce fighting on the outskirts of Liptsy, taking over their positions, and the enemy fled from the city, possibly towards neighboring Glubokoy and Lukyantsy. They left behind an Ukrainian T-64 tank that was burned by the Russians. Now, if moving along the main road, Russian army would encounter 5 more settlements towards Kharkiv. Russian sources said that on the first day of the Kharkiv operation, more than 40 Ukrainian personnel were arrested. Another part was more of the prisoners of war, who surrendered voluntarily to Russian troops, rather than fight and die, as they said.
Вам угрожали, плохо с вами обращались. Что вы пожелаете всем тем украинцам, которые воюют против армии Российской Федерации? Единственный правильный шанс, который единственный шанс в жизни у них был остаться живых, сдаться в плен. Эти ребята сдались, остались живы.